Can you easily separate yourself from your rampant imagination easily? Hello, and welcome to today's weekend insight. Now, as I spoke about it yesterday, I have an active imagination since my childhood, and it is still with me to this day, and it has put me in some sticky wickets, let's just say. So, my question for today's weekend insight was, how do we separate ourselves from our active imagination? Because sometimes my active imagination makes me go places and think things that are clearly not true. Right? So, first and foremost, okay, the version of God that should be called upon is Jehovah Shalom, right? Your Lord, our peace. That name summons angelic armies. You are never alone. So this helps when you feel like there's nothing to support you, nothing that is here to help you move forward in life, right? Now, that was the first key component. Now, secondly, I pulled scripture cards and I asked, how can we separate ourselves from our active imagination? And I got two cards that fell out. The first one is John, book 6, verse 35. And it reads, "Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty." Which means that whatever you need, Jesus has got you covered. So if you need assistance, if you need some calm, some respite, some whatever, Jesus got you covered. Got you covered, okay? Is basically what I'm trying to say. Now, the second card is Psalm book 119, verse 105, okay, which says, "Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path." Which means if you follow or if you read continuously scriptures or the Bible, it will help you stay on the right path, the straight and narrow. And that will give you some respite, because you know that whatever is coming to you to cause you some disharmony is not coming from God. It's coming from the devil. Okay. Now, the third pull that I did was a card from Everyday Miracles by Robert and Hollie Holden. Right? And so this card says, "God goes with me wherever I go." And in the back, this card says, "There is no time, no place, no state where God is absent. There is nothing to be feared." So this is just to confirm and to allow you to believe that you are never alone, because God is everywhere. And when you might think that, how can that be? God is everywhere, because if you think of it, okay, if God has created this reality, this universe, and so if this universe is within God, then how can we see the separation between us and God? We can't, because we are in God. And so with that, God knows everything. And that's how he knows everything. Well, God knows everything. And so when you understand that all you need to do is ask for help, and God will be there, because God is all around us, and God has got us covered, well then, that is just the oomph you need to realize that you are never alone, that you have the support that you need, and that it is all going to work out in your favor. at some point. So, I say some point because I'm sure the lesson, stuff happened and God wanted you to go through some stuff and learn some lessons so that you can become a better you, or that God allowed you to go through some, God allowed the devil to do some stuff so that you can learn some specific lessons so you can become the version of you that you were meant to become. Right? And so, my question to you is, have you ever thought about all the hardships that you've gone through and what they actually set you up for? Ponder that.